Well, we're officially kicking it off here. Got the whole squadron. We're all over the West Coast.
All right, guys, what's going on? My name is BoxTruckBryce, and I just realized I have not actually made a full kind of walkthrough tour of my converted box truck / my mobile trading station. So right now we're doing some spring cleaning, and I figured this would be a really good time. It's all clean right now to kind of show you what it looks like and how we live out of this thing. So I'm gonna kind of go in through the inside here and show what I think are some of the coolest parts, but also some of the outside parts, the gray water tank, and how we live out of this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the tour of the mobile trading station. This front half of the truck, and basically what you're looking at here is the kitchen, bathroom behind this store. We'll do that separately, but right here we've got a cabinet just for some storage. We're actually gonna put another shelf in here tonight or tomorrow. Can be used either, we're debating between clothes and our cabinet stuff, which are cooking stuff, which, if you follow me this way over here, is currently where we've got just kind of our pots, our pans, our dishes and whatnot. It goes pretty far back. We've actually got our water line running through there, which is pretty easy. And speaking of cabinet space, we come down in here. We've got a lot of extra space down here, but yeah, we got our trash and whatnot, our water lines, our induction cooktop, as well as the Starlink hookup, which we're not using right now because, well, we're not going to use extra power for something we're not using. We actually have a water jug for some just kind of fresh drinking water. We could drink the potable water that is stored in the water tank, but has a little funky taste to it. So nice clean water. We got a 5-gallon tank we keep down here, and actually, this is our little nozzle that we use to get that water out. And so our induction cooktop, which is connected to this 120 volt outlet down here, runs right up to the top of this counter here, which my brother wonderfully put into this butcher block countertop, which we'll get to that in a moment. But this induction cooktop is a 2-burner. It won't actually start burning unless we have a pan on top of it, but it cooks pretty quick. It's a really, this is a pretty good investment. It does use a lot of power, but we just made some pretty big power upgrades, so shouldn't be a huge problem. Really good for cooking dinner and whatnot when we don't want to cook by the fire. And just while we're in the kitchen area here, let me put this mic down. You can maybe hear some ASMR. This latch getting put up. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, so we have a little extended countertop, just for if we've got guests maybe eating here, putting some chairs around it. Honestly, we don't use it a ton, but it is a nice addition to have just if we need some extra space, especially if we're preparing food for a lot of people. So yeah, in this kitchen area here, we also got just a nice window that right now is just going to be taking down to kind of go into the front yard here. And all of our windows in the truck are also emergency windows, so we can just take this out. These pop out, and if we're ever in the case of fire or anything, these go right out through here, and this screen comes right off. Fortunately, we've not needed to use that quite yet. I'm going to put this back up really quick. So these curtains we have are just, they're blackout curtains, but they move out of the way pretty easily just so we can actually look outside. And as you saw with this falling down, we can also take them off quite easily to just let the light in. It's just nice. We actually just got these, and they've been really good at keeping light out of here. So more through the kitchen, we've got a storage area just kind of for snacks. I like some cereal every now and then, put some cereal up here, but not super organized, not really needed. We just kind of throw buns and everything up there that, you know, we might want for cooking, I guess. We have a really big fridge. This was kind of a non-negotiable for us because Yvette, who is behind the camera right now, which I'll show in just a moment. I mean, we're both pretty tall. I just saw her face. We're both, we're fairly tall people. These ceilings are about 7.5 feet tall. We eat a lot of food, is what I'm trying to say. Yvette is skinny. I'm digging myself into a hole right now. 10 cubic feet, which really not too bad there. And just, I don't know. I'm not going to try to read all that, but it's 10 cubic feet for the fridge. Really not too bad. Yvette actually just put up these little towel racks today, right? Yes, today. Really nice. Got actual hand towels here now, which is good because. And we went to Italy, Florence, and we decided to get, this is my own butt, if you didn't know. What? Who's this, Michelangelo?
No.
Did he make it?
Statue of David.
Did Michelangelo make it?
I don't know.
Well, whoever made the statue of David, I think it's Michelangelo. This truck suddenly randomly became very themed about this guy because we're about to make our way into the bathroom in a minute. But before I do that, this area kind of, again, just on the side of the bathroom, this has gotten a lot of upgrades since we first built it. Just some extra storage up here. We just kind of used it as a throw area. Last summer, we did a few like weeks on and off of traveling, largely kind of just like testing to see what worked well for us, what else we might need in this. And this has given us a lot of ideas for some of the upgrades we've put in since then. But this has been really great just for extra storage because, you know, even though this is a large, it's a 24-foot box truck, man, you still, all the space you can get for just extra storage goes a long way. So towels, you know, random just crap up here. And speaking of, you want to move down here really quick. Same case down here, just shoes, hiking stuff, bulky electrical equipment, just cords and whatnot. Really easy to throw it in down here. We've got magnets on all of our cabinets that hold these up really well while we're driving. And we just literally put this in today, this cushion, because again, me and Yvette both work full time out of this truck while we're driving, and you know, we're both on our computers, and so having an extra space was really important. And so this just got put in a couple of weeks ago, and we're really excited. It's a Murphy style desk. I'm gonna have you watch as I put this down here. And so with this cushion, you can bring the camera in a little bit. We've got some just like extra shelf space for little stuff in here, which is beautiful. Mitch did a really good job with this. By the way, Mitch is my brother who has been a massive help building this truck. So this will be Yvette's workstation. Nice comfy cushion to sit on back here. Maybe if, you know, if she performs well at work, they might even give her a little back part for some extra support. But no, it's really, really nice. Folds up super easily. A lot of extra mini storage in here as well. Space for a couple of computer monitors and whatnot. So very, very impressed with this. And it folds up just as easily as it folds down. All right, now kind of continuing the tour over on this side behind the fridge. This is gonna get tight, so follow me over here real quick. A little just extra cabinet space. This is just kind of, honestly, we just kind of threw a bunch of stuff in there right now. We're gonna organize this tomorrow. But just extra cabinet space and salt, pepper, all that fun stuff, bear spray, fire spray, all the essentials. And again, just a little bit extra down here, which just more pots and pans for the time being. But this little area, you know, is honestly a really big help, like while we're just sitting down for a few days, just kind of being able to keep some extra stuff over here. But one of the coolest parts, in my opinion, of this truck is actually our full-size bathroom, which, you know, if watch any other van life videos, you've probably seen, you know, there are some kind of makeshift bathrooms. This is really, really cool in my opinion. So we've got basically all of our just, you know, general toiletry stuff, shampoo, contact solutioner, shaving cream, which I have to use like once every 3 months because I don't know how to grow facial hair. But these, Yvette just recently put these in using some bungee straps to kind of help secure some of the bigger stuff. Just because, you know, it's low, but this is a really nice touch that we put in. And down here, we've got a separation toilet, which essentially is just a overpriced 5-gallon bucket that you might find at Home Depot. But, you know, in the front, you've got your liquids, in the back, you got your solids, and you might be thinking, doesn't it get smelly in here with all of that poo? Well, you might be right, but down in here, whoa, you got wood pellets, which do a great job at kind of help reducing that smell, and really great choice by Yvette to get a whole thing. We were basically just kind of carrying around a big bag of wood pellets. We looked like hamsters or something. Now we've got a really easy method to just kind of get this from one side to the other.
What do we use the pellets for?
We use the pellets to eat. What? We use the pellets.
People might wonder what the pellets for.
That's a good point. The pellets are used basically as a way to neutralize the smell of your number 2. And so you're kind of just pouring it on top and it neutralizes the smell really well. Now, is it perfect? No. That's why up top here, we've got a vent fan. It's a 4-speed fan. And when we're parked, when it really gets a little rough is when we're parked in like a really hot area. The air's not moving much. So we basically just will keep this door open, maybe a window open, and get some real good airflow through here. And I mean, this alone is just a huge game changer. It's funny, just this vent fan, which this is on its basically loudest or fastest setting. Even at the slow setting, it does a really good job. It's pretty efficient on power. This is a really great addition. It also kind of just helps keep some airflow in the truck in general to keep it cooler on a warmer day, but more on that in a moment. That wasn't very eventful. Now, come over here to our second statue of David. Not for kids. Got our light switch that turns everything on and off, or the lights on and off in here, which is great. This bathroom there have been some big upgrades just in like aesthetics to this bathroom. This was basically all just plywood wall last summer. And so getting some actual trim up, getting some color in here, and Yvette did a really good job with this stuff up here. Looks phenomenal. I'm not, it looks so much better. We just literally just throw everything right next to this toilet. So it looks a whole lot better right now. Now we'll make our way on out over back. Now, on this other half of the truck, this is, I mean, basically a whole other living space in a way, but this is where a lot of the magic happens. Now, what you're actually looking up at right now is the last thing that is not officially installed yet. It will be getting put in tomorrow. And this is our brand new AC unit, which, oh my gosh, is going to be a game changer. Really excited to try it. We'll probably do a whole other video on that. It's Out Equip Pro. I've heard great things about it. It's a 12 volt AC unit, so this will get wired directly into the battery. But it's very efficient on power. And speaking again, power, we went kind of overkill on it, but this will be all filled in tomorrow. It'll look a lot better, but more on that in a minute. This wire keeps hitting me in the head, so I'm gonna move over here for a minute. You wanna come over to the workstation? So this workstation is basically where I work. For those of you guys that don't know, I trade stocks full time, and not to say I need a crazy setup, but I do at least like having one, maybe two big screens here. So this monitor mount actually just recently got put in, and it's really nice. Haven't gotten to fully use it and test it out yet, but I'm really excited to do it. It's got a lot of room. I think it's a 32 inch something or other. Right now, we'll just kind of keep this mounted back up against the wall. And over here, we've got our water pump, which is, yes, in a weird spot. Just kind of what worked out with the wiring, but that's just what turns on our water to the sink. And once upon a time, this was a folding desk. We made it a little bit more permanent, just because we didn't really fold it up that much. Now, behind us here, obviously, you might be able to tell this is where we sleep. We've got a queen size mattress on here, pretty comfy. I'd say so, Yvette. Yeah. And yeah, this is just our sleeping area. We got a bug net, if you can't see there, in the back, so we can actually have our double doors open while we're sleeping, or not while we're sleeping. I don't want to fall out and roll over 10 feet onto the ground, but it's really nice to be able to just pull up to anywhere we are and be able to look out at the views, especially during the day, let some airflow get through there. Up here is a recently added addition. These are just some extra storage shelves. I personally think I'll probably just put socks and underwear up there, but maybe some small electronic gadgets. Really nice addition. Just again, the more storage you can get, the better. It's super underrated. We've got our 3 light switches here for the truck. We've got a set of 2 right over the bed. And by the way, all of these are on dimmers. So if you notice, we can essentially dim this down just for some reading lights and whatnot. But again, all of these lights are on dimmers. These are all 12 volt lights. And they also really don't use that much power. Then we've got 4 and 4 for the rest. Now in a minute, we'll get really into the garage area, but just a little sneak peek here. We've got a door that opens up into our storage area. This is our garage space where we keep just kind of our bigger stuff, our awning, our e-bikes, generator, weights, which super cool as well, but more on that in a moment. This is how we enter through. But in my opinion, perhaps one of the most impressive parts of this build is down underneath this couch, which by the way, very comfy, very nice for taller folk like us. Can watch some TV right there, sprawl out. In fact, anytime I have visitors, they sleep on this couch. And I've only had 2 people that have slept on it, but they both loved it. One of them even slept on it when it was just a piece of plywood. Didn't love it quite as much. But anyways, down here, which we just throw these under the bed whenever we need to get down here, which fortunately is not very often. And well, generally the more often we have to get into it, the worse, because this is our electrical system, which again, Mitch did a lot of this, and I got, oh, hit the light switch. Got to give him some major props. I mean, this was an incredible job, and I want to do a kind of full walkthrough on this in a minute, so I'm going to find a way to stand this up a little bit better. So our electrical system is a 12-volt system. This right here is our inverter. It's a Victron Multi-Plus 3000. So this is going to be what converts our 12-volt energy that comes through solar or shore power into usable 120-volt energy that we can use through our outlets. But the rest of it is also incredibly impressive. Right here, we've got our solar charge controller. So this is what's going to take our 1200 watts of solar and basically allow us to charge up these batteries. This is our 120 volt breaker here. So this is going to kind of just be our main breaker. This is for the refrigerator. This is for our outlets. We've got a few different outlets throughout here. I'm not going to do a full-on walkthrough of all this, but more or less, right here, this is our main shutoff switch. So if we're ever having any serious emergency, we turn this to off and it turns off the entire electrical system. This right here is our 12 volt fuse block. So anything 12 volt, such as the vent fans, the 12 volt lights, all that have their own individual fuses right in here that get wired into the battery. And then this is our battery to battery charger. So what this is doing is it's taking power from the starter batteries of the truck and it's running that through. So whenever we've got the truck on and running, it's actually charging roughly 50 amps worth of power back into these batteries. So we've got 3 main ways to charge, and that's going to be 1, through our battery to battery charger when the truck is running, 2, through solar power, through the sun, that's for Mitch. And then we've also got our shore power. So if we ever are in a campground or at home, or if we've got a generator to plug into, we can essentially just take that power and charge it straight to the battery as well. Now, the batteries are 2 separate 12 volt batteries wired together in parallel. And really all that means is that, for those of you guys who are not familiar with kind of these electrical systems, is that these are connected together. We've got one 400 amp hour battery here and one 460 amp hour battery here, which is going to bring us to a total of 860 amp hours of 12 volt energy. I know for some of you guys feel like you're supposed to keep them the exact same. They don't make the 400 anymore, so I had to go with the closest thing. All the other specs are very close. And then we've got our fuse block right here for these batteries as well. These took some serious cables because of the parallel wiring. We had to get some really thick cables to get these running, but it's phenomenal. Essentially, what that means, guys, is that we're really never going to run out of power. Again, this is our electrical system. It's really incredible. More often than not, we do not have this thing open because we don't need it open. And it just is our bench space here, but it gives us a lot of room for any additional expansion we want to do on it. I'm just gonna put these down real quick. Doing this with one hand is harder than doing it with 2.
That's what she said.
Michael, please. Please.
Ah, that is what she said. Michael Scott. All right, now we're gonna take this from the inside. You've basically seen everything on the interior of this. We're gonna take it into the back and just kind of show you the rest of the garage space where we hold our water. That's really about it. So follow along. Again, normally we've got stairs. Good catch. So because this is an actual moving truck, we've got our big old double doors, which are also insulated and painted. And here's all of our junk that we're gonna be putting back in there in a day or two. Yeah, no, you did a good job hiding it. So back here in our garage space, we also have a separate dedicated light switch, which is nice. That was actually just recently put in. A little bit dirty back here. We're gonna organize this a little bit more. But basically back here, we've got everything secured with these little mini ratchet straps. These are one of my favorite things about living out here is, you know, I go to the gym quite frequently. And what? Oh, sorry. I go to the gym and it's tough, like not having a gym space to go to. So we got these adjustable dumbbells. They go up to, I believe this one goes up to 70 pounds, or they both go up to 70 pounds. So pretty good. We got these just secured in here, very nice and tight. Up here, we normally have one of our e-bikes just hanging from the ceiling, but it's inside. We're just testing and whatnot. This is like kind of all the little stuff. Again, we got our, back there, we've got our little fan that also runs into the electrical system that basically, whenever it's getting warm in the electrical system, we don't want it overheating. So we turn that fan on and it lets some air flow through there. Now, another really cool part, in my opinion, of this, it's our dog's camping bed, is our water tank. So back here is our 80-gallon freshwater tank with our water pump and all of that, but I'll open it up just so you can see a bit into here. We've got a little bit of water in there right now, but yeah, this whole system, man, we could do a whole video just on this, but this allows us to just check in and see what the water levels are like, you know, while we're filling it up and whenever we need to. Got our water filter over on the chair over there just for filtering that water into drinking water. Again, it doesn't taste the best always, but it does the trick just fine. And yeah, this allows us, I'd say on 80 gallons of water, we're even just using it pretty liberally, we're able to go an easy week and a half or 2 weeks, and that's with showers. So the way we fill up this water tank that we're able to use for quite some time is just through this fill port right here. And we just connect our hose right into it. Got this hose right here. And yeah, this hose we just basically will pull up to any kind of potable, I don't know how it's pronounced. I don't think anyone really does. They probably do. So we drive right up to it. We attach our water filter onto it and attach that water filter to the spigot and just put it right into here. And that's how we fill up. I'd say it takes a little bit to fill up 80 gallons of water. It's probably 5 minutes or so to get it all the way filled. But again, it lasts us for easily a week and a half. And if we want to be really conservative with it, we could probably go like almost a month on 80 gallons of fresh water. But I should put this back in here now so I don't forget. That's essentially the tour of the inside of the truck. Now I just want to take a few seconds here to kind of walk through the really cool stuff on the outside here, which, starting with this, I'm not going to lie to you, I overpaid a welder for this and we rarely use this trailer hitch. But if we ever want to tow anything, super easy to. And I don't have my keys on me right now, but this latch also opens up for a little extra storage. If you want me to get into the TMI, we'll throw kind of, basically the way our toilet works is it's like a big poop bag for a dog, except for humans. And so if we don't want the truck smelling up or anything, we'll just kind of throw it into there, maybe some garbage until we get to a spot like a dumpster or anything that we can throw it into. Now, if you follow me this way, we've got our ladder up. I'll actually be doing a tour up there in a moment, but that's just for the B-roll. This is our shore power. This is where we, again, if we're at a campground or anything, this is how we get power into the truck. And it charges quite quickly, which is nice. But the last real main important thing here is gonna be this gray water tank, which I think it's a 30-gallon gray water tank. This will hold us for probably about a week or so without needing to dump it at all. But again, we're not using water that crazy. So it's not really ever a huge concern for us. And then right up here really quick, not any of this was really built specially or anything, but this is kind of just the front of the truck. Again, it's a Freightliner M6, M2, 106. I always get those numbers mixed up. A little dyslexic. All traders are a little dyslexic, by the way. So we got our starter batteries right in here. Again, this is where you can actually see this cable right here runs to the battery to battery charger. So when the truck is on, it just powers up the truck. Right here, all models of these trucks after like 2010, 2012, I think it's that late, have to have diesel exhaust fluid. DEF, it's an environmental thing. So on top of filling up our 100-gallon diesel fuel tanks, we also have to fill up DEF. And yes, you heard that right, 100 gallons. No, It is not fun to fill up when diesel is $5.50 a gallon, no matter how much money you make. And then just really quick up here this is the hood of the truck. This is where all the real magic happens for any diesel mechanic folks. But guys, this really is the truck. This is the truck in all its glory. And this is the mobile trading station that, you know, I didn't even know I really wanted specifically as a mobile trading station when I first decided I wanted to do something like this. You know, when I first decided I wanted to be able to travel more, I was like 15 or 16 years old. I went to Alaska with my grandparents in this massive RV that they had on this 6-week road trip. And it just like sparked this love for the outdoors. I always thought I would just work some odd jobs and build a school bus and make ends meet. And then I found trading and I was able to do something a lot different, a little bit more unique. And it's been an absolute project. I've never worked with my hands before, so I've been very fortunate to have some really amazing people, my brother, my girlfriend, my parents, and some family friends that have been able to help take this into a reality. So it's been really special. I can't wait to share some more videos with you guys, but I did want to give an official walkthrough to kind of show you how it all looks now that it's essentially complete and for once very clean. So can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Again, guys, if you are not already, and most of you probably aren't, click the subscribe button. It's free. And not only that, I show you how to make money in fun ways. So not only is it free, but you can actually like learn something cool out of it. So hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Let me know what you would do differently in a truck like this, or maybe a van. Thank you guys for watching. This is BoxTruckBryce. I appreciate you. Love you all. See you in the next one.